field for a couple of days or probably month, and today we are all here seeing the good work of AgHub. At the outset, once again, hearty congratulations to AgHub and to the entire team, but especially to the team which was led by Dr. Praveen Karu, and he may not have a designation there, but he continues to be a pillar. And he's a board member. There is no doubt about AgHub. So, and Dr. Kalpana Shastri Madam, Vijay Nagmati, but they've been there from 2019, and it's continuing itself means their dedication and the success of the organization. So, big round of applause to them. I think I would say that this has been a hall of fame with all the people who are inspiring to all of you. But to me personally, each time I visit the field, I tell my staff also, in fact, I encourage all my staff to keep visiting the field. I go with loads of energy, ideas, and work for my organization. So each time I come and go back, there's a lot of work on the home front also. It has been a hall of perspiration and inspiration. మీ అందరికీ మా నబార్డ్ వైపు నుంచి దండాలు. మీరు ఇందాక ఎంత బాగా చెప్పారు. మీ మేడం ఇందాక అంటున్నారు ఎడ్యుకేషన్ గురించి. సో I'm always a firm believer that education doesn't come in the form of certificates and degrees. It comes in the form of passion and persuasion with perseverance, as Madam was just saying. And I think we don't need to tell you what, because people who have expressed, a man who doesn't have any education background, innovation is nothing but addressing a pain point, and they have done it so beautifully. And I think this is the kind of satisfaction we all get. So you were just saying we are donor agency, we are not donor agencies. We are a huge organization with support both in terms of funding and non-funding. So ఇప్పుడే మీరు అన్నారు మేడం నాకు సపోర్ట్ ఇస్తారా అని. ఇందాకే సార్ ఇప్పుడు చెప్పారు ఎన్నో స్కీమ్స్ చదువున్నారు ఇక్కడ. But there are so many schemes, so much of funding is available all over. Rather, I would say it is now spoiled ecosystem. One doesn't know, those who have been trying to, who are aware of the schemes, they are the ones repeatedly doing, but there are so many over here who have not been heard and seen also. And that is the achievement of AgHub today by way of setting up a spoke model over here. నిజం చెప్పారు సార్ కరీంనగర్ గారు. ఇప్పుడు పక్కన 1/2 కిలోమీటర్ దూరంలో ఒక ఇంక్యుబేషన్ సెంటర్ ఉండగా మీరు ఎలా డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంటారు అంటే ఆయన చెప్పినట్టు ఇట్లా స్పోక్ మోడల్ లో కూడా మేము ముందుకు వస్తామని చెప్పారు. ఎంత ఆనందంగా ఉంది, ఎంతో అందంగా ఉంది. ఈ ఐడియా చాలా బాగుంది. ఇట్ హాస్ బీన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ సో వెల్. ఇది కనుక లేకపోతే మీలాంటి వాళ్ళని కూడా వాళ్ళు గుర్తించలేకపోవాలి. సో లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్నోవేషన్స్ డెఫినెట్లీ ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ప్లేస్ ఆల్ ఓవర్. We are an organization which are now 4 decades old, and we've been supporting innovations per se for the last 25 years. We supported probably 700 innovations, and if you say in the past 700 innovations లో ఏది బాగా జరిగింది అంటే మా దగ్గర పెద్ద రికార్డ్ లేదు. ఎందుకంటే ఇలాంటి ఈకో సిస్టమ్ లేదు. మన స్టార్ట్అప్ పాలసీ లేదు, అగ్రికల్చర్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ లేదు, ఇంక్యుబేషన్ సెంటర్ లేదు, మిమ్మల్ని గుర్తించే వాళ్ళు లేరు. మీలాగే చాలా అవుతానే ఉంటుంటాయేమో, మేము గుర్తించేవాళ్ళు ఒక టెక్నిక్ లేదు, ఒక సిస్టమ్ లేదు, ఒక స్కీమ్ లేదు. టుడే దర్ ఇస్ అ ఫ్యాంటాస్టిక్ ఈకో సిస్టమ్ విచ్ ఇస్ దేర్ లోకల్లీ అండ్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్లీ. Then government policies, local for global you have, and then you have this Make in India, and then Madam Kalpana Shastri was saying about how this spoke is going to connect to the urban and the urban to the rural. I thought, why didn't you name it as a rural innovation center? That would have been more idealistic. And not that people are not working or stakeholders are not working here. KVK పనిచేస్తున్నారు, సైంటిస్ట్ పనిచేస్తున్నారు, NGO పనిచేస్తున్నారు, గవర్నమెంట్ బాడీస్ పనిచేస్తున్నారు, కానీ కనెక్ట్ లేకుండా పోయింది. 90s లో మా నబార్డ్ లో ఇప్పుడు ఇద్దరు టీడీఎంస్ ఉన్నారు. ఇప్పుడు మా కరీంనగర్ క్లస్టర్ నుంచి మీరు ఇద్దరు వాళ్ళందరూ చూస్తారు. జయప్రకాష్ గారు, దిలీప్ గారు, వీళ్ళిద్దరు మా డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ డెవలప్మెంట్ మేనేజర్స్ ఆర్ ఇన్ చార్జ్ ఆఫ్ కరీంనగర్ క్లస్టర్, which represents all the small districts that come under the Karimnagar cluster. So 90s, the innovation of NABARD. See, innovation need not be in terms of product, innovation need not be in terms of only process. innovations come into organizations also, and that makes all the difference. And I think that was the biggest innovation in NABARD, setting up meeting offices in 90s all over India. We have about 500 district development managers across the country, and they are our foot soldiers who go around identify many things, and we have a lot of schemes. They are the liaison officers with the district collectors, they work with the KVKs, then we have a lot of, then they are the ones who plan the potential credit for the district every year. After that, all the potential, the credit for all the districts, the potential that has been planned, that is assembled as a state credit plan, that in turn is assembled as a national plan. So this grassroots approach we have been following from the 90s. So what I'm just drawing a parallel that the innovation that NABARD has come up by way of mediums, I would say it's quite parallel to AgHub coming up in the time of a spoke. And I think these three spokes will be great forerunners across the country. మీకు తెలుసో తెలియదో కానీ ఆల్రెడీ 7 ఇంక్యుబేషన్ సెంటర్స్ ఫండ్ చేస్తున్నాం. హర్యానాలో ఒకటి, మధ్యప్రదేశ్ లో ఒకటి, గుజరాత్ లో ఒకటి, 2 తెలంగాణ, అది కూడా అరకులిమత దూరంలో. And we had to face a lot of flack, even as individuals. But I'm so proud, and Madurai Agriculture University, I'm so proud that these are the best performing universities and have incubation centers in the country. So we need to believe in ourselves, we need to believe in others, and we need to show the organizations or people by way of hard work. It definitely takes time. Patience is very important. Now, we do a lot of programs in the rural areas, entrepreneurship development programs, skill development programs, చాలా FPOs, దాదాపు 400 FPOs ప్రమోట్ చేస్తున్నాం. And we support them for the first 4 years by way of paying CA salary, expense visit, operational expenses. And we do a whole lot of activities. We arrange for guest faculty, we send them to our training establishments which are located across the country. We have bioseller meets. Recently, we are also done through the other incubation center CEO for FPO program. All these innovations that are brought in to just make FPO stronger. రేపు కనుక మన స్టార్ట్అప్స్ ఈ గ్రాస్ రూట్ లెవెల్ ఇన్నోవేటర్స్ ముందుకు గట్టిగా వెళ్ళాలంటే FPOs మనకు సొల్యూషన్. ఎందుకంటే ప్రతి ఫార్మర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళే పరిస్థితి మనకు లేదు. FPOs దగ్గరే మనకు సొల్యూషన్ ఉన్నప్పుడు we need to strengthen the FPO, and that is again the job of NABARD. So it's a very different organization. I don't think there is an organization like NABARD in the world which finances, which plans for your credit, which arranges for these kind of activities, and it also innovates and fosters innovation continuously. I think we have done a couple of innovations in the state, and I have also, like subsequent what we are doing now in NABARD, we have already put them onto a couple of FPOs which include Vikarabad. So while I was sitting here and we were exploring, both of you were exploring, I got an idea that I will arrange for a very big event from Telangana in the state this year, where we will assemble all the FPOs, all the SHGs, and bring in all the grassroots innovators and all the startups which are working in Telangana under the code of AgHub and idea. So I think our biggest job is connecting. We have been doing continuously this connect programs, and the results have been in geometric progression, and it has been having a multiplier effect. And I think of late we have also connected AgHub with bankers. The idea was to see that the incubation center, the startups understand what the bankers need. ఎందుకంటే ముందుకి మనం వెళ్ళాలంటే మన ప్రొడక్షన్ పెంచాలంటే క్రెడిట్ లోన్ అవసరం ఉంటుంది. So for that purpose, we are connected again the startups with bankers. We had a big bankers conclave, and for the first time in India, sir, no other state in India has attempted this, and this was applauded by our chairman, the present chairman also. But we have connected the startups with SLBCs, and they have found a position in the SLBC committee, which is not a small thing at all. So that was another achievement. So what I'm saying is that if you believe in yourself, if you believe in others, and we believe in the ecosystem, anything is possible. So whether it is for you, whether it is for you as a student to go in future, whether it is for NABARD to be relevant in future, whether it is for the agriculture universities in future, we have to flow with the time. We cannot stay behind. And then yes, what is most important is whatever innovations you do, you have to keep in mind sustainability. It should not be like a one-time effort. It should be sustainable. It should address the climate change. It should address the needs of a small and marginal farmer, because 85 to 90% of our farmers are small and marginal. మేము అక్కడ కూర్చుని మాట్లాడుకుంటుంటే సార్ అడిగారు అదంతా 3 లక్షలు ఉంటుందా ఉందని. ఇప్పుడు ఇందాక ఆయన 3,000 అనగానే I said this is an example which is already sitting over here. Why can't we document this and put it across all institutions? And also I propose to send these grassroots innovators as probably guest faculty to our training establishments across the country, because that would be the best way to carry the message across all the offices in my organization, and again that will percolate down in their respective states and districts. So I think so much has been said all over. I also have a lot of examples, but I don't know whether time could be the constraint. Let me give you 2 examples. There is a Ram Rahim FPO in Madhya Pradesh. When you think about Ram Rahim FPO, you only think of men. But it's an all-women FPO, and it was originally a self-help group. I mean, how things have panned out over a period of time. Lot of self-help groups are now coming forward and becoming FPOs. So this is a FPO in Madhya Pradesh. It is a tribal FPO. These are all tribals. And today they have a turnover of almost 14 or 15 crores, this FPO. And they also have, and the reason primarily is the one who is handholding is very strong. And there is an organization, an NGO, and behind that there is a company called Safe Harvest, because tribals by default they cultivate organic produce. So this Safe Harvest has helped in bringing their produce to such an extent that is finding its way to shelves across 22 states. So they have become a company, they have become big entrepreneurs. వాళ్ళు చదువు లేనాళ్ళే కాకపోతే వాళ్ళకి. And I was so impressed with this man. Another round of applause for him, that he is giving work to the SRG women and he is teaching them simple ways of circuit designing. This is exactly what we need to tap and carry the messages forward. Similarly, there is one rules of Ladakh in Ladakh. Kashmiri shawl మీరంతా వినే ఉంటారు. So the Kashmiri over there typically used to find its way to Kashmir. And from there, Kashmiris used to make their products and sell across. There came a bright idea, a couple in Ladakh, where the husband is an IAS officer and the wife is very passionate. So together they started working with the women of Ladakh. And said that why don't we produce whatever Kashmiri were producing? And then they started in a small way, they started gathering funds in different ways. Then we also came forward and we funded them. And the biggest challenge in Ladakh is there are 2 things. One is a market that doesn't have a market across the country, that doesn't have a market throughout the year. So the goal post, you have to fix a goal post in the vision. The goal post fixed by them was that this produce should find its way in the international market, and now they spend New York and Paris. And for this, we have to meet a lot of international standards. So how do we go? What do we do about it? So a lot of designers were brought in from different places. And Mr. Sonam Damchuk, who is a big innovator in solar energy, he came forward, and a common facility center was inaugurated. That was a end of Ladakh close to China, where the temperatures are almost -30, I suppose, in the winters. Today, there is an establishment where the temperature inside throughout the year is 24 degrees centigrade. So just imagine the productivity of the women. Throughout the year, they are able to produce, sitting at their home, in their place, in that establishment, and come up with wonderful production, and their products are now finding its way to Paris and New York, and it has happened. So you dream big, but you also pursue big, and you also work hard big. I think nothing is impossible. So I think you are the future leaders, and sometimes we may not be able to recognize, but sometimes if you can walk up to us and say that, hey, you all were there on the dais on that day, and today I am an entrepreneur, or I am giving work to somebody, or I have come up with this idea which has made a local change or a global change, what we would get and what we earn for is happiness and satisfaction for your generation. Thank you so much. God bless you.
To stay informed about the startup ecosystem, subscribe to My Startup TV.